Hello everyone, my name is Monique Smith and I am taking speech 1321 and I am doing a presentation on our informative speech. My topic today will be on diabetes disease. When talking about diabetes, there are two types of diabetes. You have type 1 and you have type 2. Not either one of them are a good situation, because diabetes is something that can be controlled and it could be cured through, exercise and eating right and taking care of yourself in the way you should. But let's first talk about type 1 diabetes. Type 1 diabetes is one of the more dangerous because the pancreas produces little insulin. And due to the fact that your pancreas produces little insulin, then you have where you have to eventually take insulin shots and keep these on you on a regular basis, with you when you are traveling. Or you have people that have what you call an insulin pump, when it's inserted into your body and it gives you continuously insulin according to what your blood sugar is. And so people with type 1, most of the people that develop type 1 are younger children, adolescents. Type 1 diabetes either it's really from genetics, or it's the environment a person has been exposed to. Type 1 diabetes, the treatment requires a lot of continuous monitoring all day, meaning like what I was talking about, the insulin pump. And it's just one of those that you really have to watch, because it causes you to go into what you call hypoglycemia, where your blood sugar is fatally low. And when you go into hypoglycemia, then what happens with that is that you end up and you could be threatening to go into what we call a diabetic coma. Type 1 diabetes become one of the most common disease, learning about the blood sugar and different type of medications that you need to take, and getting under the proper care team to ensure that your diabetes is in control. Type 2 is more common. You will find type 2 to be one of your most common diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is when your body produces too much sugar, and it's in your bloodstream, and it produces too much in your pancreas, more sugar than you need. Type 2 is better treatable, because you can treat it with pills, not necessarily you have to treat it with the insulin, because of the fact that the severity of it. If it's not that severe, you don't have to treat it with the insulin. But if you can stay on the pills, it will be better for you. But if you can just exercise, eat right, that's even better. You don't have to deal with that. Type 2 is better control when you are under the care of a primary doctor. Because what happens is, with both of them, with type 1 and type 2, the way they find out that you are diabetic, or you are in between being a diabetic, is when they do your A1C, and that is your hemoglobin. And when they run your hemoglobin, what it tells them is what is your number. If it's over 6.0, then you're now at what they call pre-diabetic. And pre-diabetic meaning that you're at a stage where it could be controlled by your diet. And so this is what basically about diabetes.